History is full of secrets. Governments, corporations, and even powerful individuals have hidden plans that shape the world around us. Plans they don't want you to know about. Today, we're diving into the top 10 secret agendas that will blow your mind. Stick around until number 1, because it's the kind of truth that will change how you look at the world forever. 10. Operation Northwoods. In the 1960s, U.S. military leaders proposed Operation Northwoods, a shocking plan to stage false terrorist attacks on American soil. The idea was to blame Cuba for hijackings, bombings, and even violence against U.S. citizens, creating public support for war. Though never carried out, the plan was formally written, approved by top officials, and only rejected by President John F. Kennedy. When it was declassified years later, it revealed how far military planners were willing to go to manipulate public opinion. Operation Northwoods remains one of the clearest examples of governments considering false flag events, proving that not all threats come from outside enemies. Sometimes the danger lies within the very institutions meant to protect us. Number 9. Media manipulation. Media outlets appear diverse, but most are controlled by a handful of powerful corporations. This concentration means the same stories and perspectives dominate across newspapers, TV, and digital platforms. Scripts are often repeated word for word on multiple channels, creating the illusion of independent reporting when it's coordinated messaging. Beyond politics, media manipulation also influences consumer habits, social trends, and cultural values. By carefully selecting which stories are told and which are buried, corporations and elites shape how populations think and behave. Number 8. Operation Mockingbird. During the Cold War, the CIA ran Operation Mockingbird, a program designed to secretly control journalism. Leading reporters and media outlets were recruited to spread propaganda that aligned with U.S. intelligence objectives, particularly against communism. Some journalists were directly paid by the CIA, while others were subtly influenced. This meant many news stories were not objective reporting, but carefully shaped narratives. Though exposed and criticized in the 1970s, many doubt whether such influence ever fully ended. Today, suspicions of government media collaboration persist, especially when coverage appears too uniform or one-sided. Number 7. Big tech data harvesting. Every click, tap, and swipe on your devices feeds a massive system of data collection. Big tech companies gather your personal information, location, browsing habits, conversations, and even biometrics. Officially, it's marketed as a way to personalize ads and services. But in reality, these detailed digital profiles are sold, analyzed, and sometimes shared with governments. The deeper agenda goes beyond advertising. It's about knowing you better than you know yourself. With enough data, companies can predict your behavior, influence decisions, and even shape political opinions. Number 6. Project MK-Ultra. In the 1950s, the CIA launched MK-Ultra, a secret program of psychological experiments. Its goal was to discover ways to control or alter human behavior, creating methods of interrogation and even potential mind-controlled operatives. Experiments included dosing unsuspecting people with LSD, hypnosis sessions, and extreme sensory deprivation. Many subjects were harmed, with some never even knowing they were part of an experiment. Number 5. The food industry's hidden hand. Our diets are heavily influenced by corporate interests rather than genuine health concerns. Food companies have long lobbied to downplay the dangers of sugar, fat, and additives. For example, studies funded by sugar corporations shifted blame for health problems onto fat for decades. Meanwhile, processed food manufacturers rely on addictive ingredients, sugar, salt, and chemicals, that keep consumers hooked. Marketing campaigns deliberately target children, creating lifelong customers for unhealthy products. 4. Surveillance states. Around the world, surveillance systems are rapidly expanding. Governments use facial recognition, biometric scanning, GPS tracking, and mass phone monitoring in the name of safety. Officially, it's about preventing terrorism and crime. But the reality is that these tools provide unprecedented control over citizens' lives. Once governments can monitor where you go, what you say, and even who you meet, freedom becomes fragile. In some countries, surveillance already links to social credit systems that reward or punish behavior. Citizens start altering how they act simply because they know they're being watched. While surveillance promises security, the hidden agenda is power, maintaining constant oversight and control. The more data collected, the less room individuals have for true freedom. Number 3. Corporate environmental cover-ups. Large corporations have known about environmental damage for decades but kept the truth hidden. Oil companies like Exxon were aware of climate change as early as the 1970s, yet they funded campaigns to question or discredit climate science. Similar tactics have been used in industries tied to pesticides, plastics, and toxic chemicals. The agenda was simple: protect profits by keeping the public uninformed or confused. While individuals are told to recycle, major corporations remain responsible for the majority of global emissions and pollution. Number 2. The hidden power of central banks. Central banks, such as the Federal Reserve, quietly hold immense power over the global economy. They control money supply, interest rates, and lending systems, which directly influence inflation, recessions, and financial growth. While governments appear to run the economy, these institutions often operate independently, making decisions that affect billions without public input. During crises, banks are frequently bailed out, while ordinary people suffer job losses and debt. This system keeps nations and citizens locked into borrowing, ensuring dependence on financial elites, making them one of the most powerful but least understood forces in the world. Number 1. The global agenda for control. At the top of many suspicions lies the idea of a centralized global agenda. This theory suggests powerful elites, politicians, corporations, and international organizations are pushing for systems that consolidate control. Signs include the rise of digital currencies, biometric surveillance, and artificial intelligence-driven governance. While often framed as modernization, these tools could reduce individual freedoms and increase dependency on centralized authorities. World summits, health mandates, and coordinated global policies are seen by some as evidence of this shift. Whether intentional or simply the natural progression of globalization, the outcome could be the same: less privacy, less independence, and more control from above. The chilling possibility of a one-world system is why this agenda sparks such intense debate worldwide. These secret agendas aren't just history, they're happening around us every day. Which one shocked you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more eye-opening videos. Until next time, stay curious and stay aware.